What's up, guys? Stefano here with David, our special guest,
Hello.
Tyler, and Corbin. We are the Tri-Gents. Now, today will be our weekly update number 4. And we will be talking about some news, and we got some pretty cool topics for you guys. So, guys, this is pretty fucking big.
Damn right.
Air horns! Project Ukulele announced for Wii U. Now this is the spiritual successor.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. This is the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, which was on Nintendo 64. And I'm very excited. What about you guys? You excited for this 3D platform?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard about this, I thought I was having a heart attack. It was beautiful. It's Banjo-Kazooie, but now it's
with a lizard.
Do I need it? It's got a lizard and a bat too. That's just icing on an awesome cake. Like, yeah, I am stoked. I am sold. Project Ukulele is the best thing featuring ukuleles since Garfunkel and Oates.
This week on David Talks.
What about you guys? Are you guys excited?
I'm excited. I may have backed something already.
Did you back it?
Yeah, maybe, yes.
You're a good person.
See, this
you
is
back
awesome.
What you like.
Okay, hilarious though. The 2 hours after the Kickstarter went up, they already had $400,000 of the $173,000.
They did it in an hour.
Yeah,
They broke it in an hour.
So it's being made now. It was gonna be made regardless, but now it's gonna be like.
I'm very happy though because we get a brand new 3D platformer on Wii U. The last one we got pretty much was a good. That's a good one we got, which I have a good feeling. It's being run. Or Super Mario 3D World, which was also good.
3D World.
I mean, it was okay, but you know,
it wasn't the best 3D Mario, but you know what? For a 4-player like co-op game, there's nothing like throwing Toad on the frickin' platform.
Toad is sacred, man.
But guys, as spooky as Toad is,
Spooky.
Silent Hills got canceled.
There's more than one hill.
Yeah, this was the one with
The
like
multi-hill
Guillermo
game.
Oh,
that was Project PT, right?
Yeah, PT.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to download the demo before it got taken off on Wednesday. So I have it sitting
your
on my
PS4 is worth like
PS4s when the game
$1,000.
installed is worth. They're going up for $1,000.
That's ridiculous.
I should have done that, and I could have sold my PS4.
I know. I'm thinking about
as
it.
well.
But
David, what do you think of this?
I think it's awful, but I think that anyone who wants to cuss out Konami for this, you need to have played Yu-Gi-Oh! For 3 years before you can say anything about Konami fuckery. It's true! Yes!
Because they always nerf shit, right?
No, it's not just about the nerfing.
What is it about?
They don't understand their own game.
Oh,
They really don't.
No.
Like, I think if you tried to explain advantage theory to a Konami executive, like, part of their brain would leak out of their ear like a slug.
No, but like actually, it's just Konami's been a disaster for the last few years now.
Yeah, it's like Kojima's leaving.
It's like Sega.
What's it?
You clever, but you!
Okay, so that's sad. Square Enix is holding its own E3 conference, you guys. Who's excited for that?
Is Silent Hill gonna be announced?
No, it's fucking Konami, you idiot! But here's the thing that bothers me. I'm a huge Square Enix fan. I hope to see like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and Deus Ex. It's in the Baby-stein. It's probably gonna be shown off. But the thing is that it's in the same time slot as Nintendo Direct.
Why? No, but like actually, why? What's the point?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Obviously, they have some stuff to show that's important if they're going to go up against Nintendo. David, what do you think of this conference?
You know, I typically don't follow the E3 announcements as soon as they come out. I like doing the highlight reels afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, same.
So the fact that they're at the same time doesn't really mean shit to me. But if it matters to the companies, then it might mean that, yeah, they have something to compete with a Nintendo Direct, and that's ballsy.
Like, they have to have something big.
That is the
They have to have
first
something
Rocky
big.
movie competitive ballsy.
Is there any games you want to see announced?
By Square Enix?
Yeah.
I'd be excited for Breaking Second.
I just want anything that's not shit, really. I mean, Square Enix, if you could go back to your roots. Oh, you know what they might announce is the second World Ends With You.
You could do that.
Because they announced that there would be a new World Ends With You game, I think like 2 years ago now. So, how cool... I mean, viewers, how cool would that be? A new World Ends With You game. Personally, I'm hoping that it moves out of the streets of Shibuya. I think it would be cool if like they brought in some Mesoamerican designs and
I've
shit.
never played this game, actually.
I've heard it's one of the best like JRPGs that come out.
You've heard correctly. You have heard the music.
Yeah. What?
Oh, fucking I don't speak Japanese.
This is a disaster.
But
Speaking of disaster.
speaking of Japanese,
Oh.
Dragon Ball's making its return this July.
Yeah, what's it called? Dragon Ball 1?
Super!
Yeah, Super!
I'm so excited because Dragon Ball is my favorite thing, and I like seeing people yell for episodes on end.
Yo, I thought I was your favorite thing.
Maybe you are.
Oh, yes.
So you're an anime fan. What do you think of Dragon Ball?
Honestly, I think that we would be living in a more beautiful world. Yeah. I think the world would be more beautiful as a whole if instead of Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho was the 90s shonen that took off. Honestly.
Holy shit. Who says Yu Yu Hakusho? I know it's an awesome anime, but I haven't heard that name in months.
What do you call it? YYH?
No, I don't hear people talking about it. I know it's a good anime.
Yeah, people don't talk about it. And if Yu Yu Hakusho were talked about as much as Dragon Ball were, I think the world would be a better place. I think we wouldn't have gotten shit like El Noah Zero and like all this shit that came out in the 2014 season that doesn't understand the shonen genre after Yu Yu Hakusho laid down the pavement over 20 years ago. Like, why did it take fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal to prove to us how to write a fucking shonen story after... Like, why did we need to wait that long for another fucking wake-up call on shonenism? Why did a tokusatsu show, Kamen Rider Gaim, have to be more about this genre than anything that's come for the past 20 years? Yu Yu Hakusho.
We get it, you're not excited. What about you guys? Are you excited for this?
Well, I don't really know what's going on anymore.
Are you excited for the new Dragon Ball series?
Is it a Dragon Ball series? Yeah! Cool, super.
Yeah, Super Dragon Ball. What about you?
Yeah, sure. I've never seen any of it, though.
I think it's gonna be good because you know what? I know Dragon Ball's so lengthy. There's people who either really love it or they really hate it, like this fucker. And I'm excited because I'm a Dragon Ball fan. And it's gonna be really good.
Color am I?
You're my best friend.
Thank you.
But speaking of anime, here's one of my topics for this. Here's
Like me IRL.
Here's one of my topics for this week. If you could have an anime turned into
Wake up.
if there could be, if you could see a video game adaptation of any anime, what would you love to see? Gordon?
Do you watch any?
I really think Pokemon would make a great video game. I mean, Ash Ketchum as a character would be perfect, but you could customize it with your own name. It would be perfect! Shit, it'd be so fucking cool. Actually, all things put aside, I think the original Dragon Ball would actually be kind of cool to make a video game with the original.
Oh, like
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like just like Dragon Ball, where he's a kid, but make it sort of Pokemon-esque, but not. I mean, like they could easily
what if
make
they-
like a 2D kind of.
what if they did it Monkey Island style where it was more comedy focused?
What the hell are you? What is going on,
I
man?
never watched.
Oh, I'm getting ready.
Super Monkey Ball.
Yo, that game's sick.
That game's awesome.
Could you imagine if that game was made into an anime?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're pretty awesome.
I just imagine every other like thing would be like, why are we in balls?
Why are we in balls? What about you, Tyler?
Anime into a video game? Gurren Lagann. Except in the style like either custom Robo.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Actually, that'd be sick. Gurren Lagann like custom Robo, or even like Mortal Kombat. Actually, no, not Mortal
Even
Kombat.
on Titanfall too, because you know in Gurren Lagann, you're in mechs.
That's
Go
true. You
around,
are in mech.
Jump in your mech, and you're like, Simon!
Although,
Just kill
okay,
it.
the only thing is you might face copyright problems with Titanfall. Or actually, no, Titanfall would face copyright problems. Well, no. Fuck, I don't know.
Actually, I'd like to change my answer.
Okay,
what would you like to change it to?
Kill a Kill. I think.
I was gonna say kill a kill.
Oh, you sassy bitch!
If you if
Could you
Platinum,
imagine though, like, oh, you could have so much
no,
fun.
if you take Platinum Games, who's famous for their action games,
Make it like Street
Cortland,
Fighter.
the teacher, is allowing you to
Or make it like Devil May Cry. Make a Gurlock kill game, which is almost like Devil May Cry, you know, a hack and slash game. Because the show's bonkers. Platinum Games would be perfect for that because they make games which are awesome.
Awesome.
Out of control.
Awesome. Cool.
Now, I'm scared to ask this. David, what would your anime?
Ooh. I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, part of me almost wants to say High School of the Dead, the ultimate guilty pleasure show.
Oh my god.
Isn't there a Monster High video game?
What?
Hey, Lamau!
Oh, I get it, Monster
Ah, you get the fuck out of here. You
come back.
think about what you've done. Time out corner.
Alright, Dave.
But anyway, so High School of the Dead. I mean, it's tits, zombies, and exceedingly bloody action, and a show that strives for abnegation. It strives to make you not think about anything. How cool would that be in a video game? Where it's
Pretty
just
cool.
it's the ultimate after a tough day of work. Oh, hey, it's tits the size of SUVs. I'm bashing zombies in with the back of a rifle, and
Yo, that would actually be.
That'd be pretty fun.
I swear there's actually games like that though.
Cortland.
Oh, hey guys, you guys make a YouTube video?
Yeah!
Okay!
Just in time. I have a question for you guys.
only if we allow Dr. Baby-stein in it too.
I have a question for you guys. I think everyone can relate to
Dr.
this.
Baby-stein is coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, our other special guest.
Dr. Baby-stein.
It's actually me and Tyler's love child.
Okay, speaking of mistakes, what do you guys think of Mewtwo?
Mistake.
Whoa! Whoa!
Mewtwo in general, what do you think? Like,
I think he's
origin,
he's,
everything.
in like total.
Total.
I think he's cool because he's kind of evil, but he's not. He's really just trying to figure out where the fuck he's from, and then he can't figure it out because he's like, I don't remember. And then they figure out.
remember
he's like, just
Okay.
Okay, can I just say, my biggest disappointment in Smash, though, of Mewtwo is him not having the, whatever, super duper armor as a alternate
as a
costume.
skin.
Oh
Because I think that would have been really cool. Because, I mean, there was no cooler Mewtwo than when he had the, like,
Yeah, the
knight's
armor.
mask and the crazy...
When Giovanni-
Oh, God, he was so cool! He was like, just
Was that skin in Melee?
It was in Project
It was in
M.
Project M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anybody who says that they played a different version of Mewtwo, a different skin of Mewtwo on Project M, think about what you've done and what life decisions led you to that point. If I had to put my 2 cents in about Mewtwo, I really love Mewtwo, but I think that Nintendo or Game Freak tried to do a little bit too much with him. Like, they gave him 2 Mega Evolutions right off the bat. They keep trying to make him more and more relevant with, like, what does he have? Like 3 different signature moves and
And
stuff
he has
now.
3 movies.
Yeah, and like
The
I
last
get
one isn't that
that
good.
he's the first.
That
He's
was
the
like
first
6.
big legendary, and that he has all this
Liar.
importance and everything. But you know, I also think that you guys have such a big Pokemon has such a big mythology that not everything has to keep bringing Mewtwo back.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep some of the old Pokemon that were
Relevant.
famous. They're trying to keep them relevant while at the same time integrating new Pokemon that are going to eventually not take the place of those Pokemon.
It's almost like an X and Y where you could catch the 3 roaming legendaries, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. It's like,
Yeah, but like
they didn't bother putting in new roaming Pokemon. They're just like
for example, like
Yeah, and I like that. I like that they don't feel as though they have to repeat the same steps and everything.
Articuno's beautiful. I cried about
Zapdos,
it.
Moltres, and Articuno do appear in most of the games.
I know they're the most beautiful legendaries.
But yeah, but they don't go like they haven't been given all that specialtiness of Mewtwo.
You let him finish for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he fucking killed a baby.
Okay,
That's
well,
true.
That makes 2 today.
Breakfast was great.
Anyway,
Yeah. In my head canon, what all these Pokemon games for the portable consoles are leading towards, this is just conjectured stupidity. But what I
Gestured stupidity. Gestured stupidity. Hey Peter. 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 Oh, pass me that. Hey Peter.
what I see it leading up to is a Wii U Pokemon game.
Or something on the
of
NX.
All the NX, the new system XYST. Anyways, whatever. I can see it leading up to a Pokemon game on a home console that connects all the regions together, and has all the Pokemon in all the regions, and it introduces new legendaries and introduces portals where you can go into different things.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Or if they take the fly mechanic from Ruby and you can just fly around anywhere, you can land any route. And
My biggest hype was when they introduced Hoopa.
Oh.
I figured that he'd actually be the main point for a new game coming out, where because you know his powers, right? Where he can, like, in his mega form or whatever, his evolved form, he can take entire like continents and move them. I'd like to have a story where he takes all the regions and he just like,
well, boom! You know, like they could announce like Pokemon like Zed, and that could take. You okay?
Cool storyline idea. Cool story. Okay, so Giovanni, or the leader of a new group, uses Hoopa to congregate all these continents where Pokemon, you know, like all the continents of the previous games, all the regions, are all together, and tries to inspire so much more competitions that there's more Pokemon of higher level and of higher caliber, so that there's better Pokemon for Team Rocket to steal. And like, how cool would that be? And then you're fighting like tougher Team Rocket. Although of course you won't, because Game Freak, they want, like, how Team Flare was weak.
Yeah.
Team Flare was weak.
Lysander was crazy.
We need stronger.
But okay, I don't think it was necessarily Team Flare being weak. I think it's that the mechanics in X and Y were poorly balanced, to the sense that you were just way stronger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, EXP share.
Like
EXP share ruined leveling Pokemon.
The X and Y mechanics were just really poorly designed.
It's very dumbed down because they're just like, oh, all these people don't have 3DSs. Here's
Also,
a game that's easy enough and accessible.
Wonder Trade.
Okay, what? Wonder Trade?
Wonder Trade sort of ruined leveling up, because you could Wonder Trade your shitty, like, Zigzagoon, and you could get a legendary Pokemon. It's rare.
No one
Except
does
then
that.
you have to go through the, because to control certain levels of Pokemon.
But at the same
You
time,
can't,
though,
but, I know what
even
you
if
mean.
you get it and it's a low level, like, so you got a level 1 Mudkip because somebody was rejects sent off.
Right.
It's so easy to level up after that.
Wonder Trade opens up an entire new bag of worms, though, that I don't think it's necessarily a problem with the leveling mechanics. I think it's more of a problem with, like, people abusing the system.
Yeah, and also just the fact that it's not a hard game. Like, how many times in Pokemon X and Y did you ever fight anyone with more than 4 Pokemon on your team?
Even though Elite Four was like way too.
Yeah, like
The
the Elite
Elite
Four
Four
had
was-
Even Omega Ruby and Sapphire, I found pretty
It's like
easy.
fucking Platinum.
Yeah.
Platinum was difficult. I found Platinum to be very difficult.
I found-
I know like the Elite Four, like the
I
Cynthia,
found
like
DS to Game Boy were actually reasonably hard, and I actually
Games
went
are getting
back and I
easier
played
now.
Pokemon Yellow just last weekend, and I blazed through it. But I got to the Elite Four, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like
what the hell?
How is this fair? Everyone has a freaking like max, like 12 like max restores, and it's like,
Yeah, remember fucking Red?
Oh
in,
fucking.
Okay,
Silver.
gold and silver, where up until like all the way up until Claire's gym, you're encountering wild Pokemon level 15. Okay? And then the Elite Four come right after that, and they've got Pokemon all the way from like 40 to 60.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
it was sort of poor balancing on their part, but at the same time, it totally kicked your ass.
Mhm.
Like,
yeah, the Elite Four in that game was tough. Like, yeah, there was poor balancing throughout, but
Actually, Gold, Silver, Crystal is my favorite games.
Yeah, that's.
I
my
love
big
them,
generation.
but that balancing of like level 15 Pokemon from the second gym all the way to the 7th, I don't think that can be reasonably excused.
That's just that's just the map balance, though, because if you think about it, like, you had access to
Kanto.
what's that town, Mahogany Town?
Mahogany, yeah.
You had access to that town at like the 3rd gym, the
Yeah.
fourth gym.
That was where the 4th gym was.
Yeah, so the wild Pokemon there were pretty shit, and that was the 7th gym town. It wasn't until you were about to enter Claire's area, like, what was that cave called?
Ice Cave.
Yeah, it was like, and that was the area where it started. Like,
yeah, where you like got the shotgun out, like set it down in front of you, and you're like,
That's from Saw.
same.
No,
So,
That's
so
how it's
Pinocchio ties the trigger of a shotgun to his nose and says, "I want to live."
All right, David. To wrap this up, enjoy the special guest. Oh, Cards Against
Because I know we've got Cards Against Humanity for one, and we've got some Hearthstone players here, I believe.
Oh, but Hearthstone is a video game.
Well, it's a card game played through a video system.
Wow.
Like,
It's WoW. They take away characters from WoW and they just put them into.
Okay, I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh would be kind of like a cool.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh meets Persona.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That's exactly it.
Why did I think of that? That'd be so good.
Like, how cool would that be? Dungeon delving with
Probably
like.
because Konami never would think of that.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And there would be so much of a gameplay mechanic of like taking these weaker monsters and trying to find a synergy there in your summoners. And are we doing the conclusion thing now?
No.
It's Tyler's idea.
Tyler's idea.
Have you guys heard of Weiss Schwartz?
No.
No.
What? It's just like a rash.
No, okay, no. I'm
Fucking
actually fucking with you guys because Weiss Schwartz really it's an anime card game.
Oh.
Like
I think I know
Anime?
which one you're talking about. Is that
Like you build decks based off certain anime.
Oh, I know
okay,
that.
so
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah. Anime Revolution. I just saw everyone playing that. I saw
It's called Weiss Schwartz.
No, I'm gonna start playing that.
It's really cool and it's not that expensive.
so in a video game system, what would that be like?
I have no idea.
It could be an RPG. I think RPG.
Tournament brawler,
Yeah, like like something like
or real time strategy like Super Robot Wars.
that game.
That game kicks your ass if you don't understand Japanese.
What about you, buddy?
I think a really great card game that could become an amazing video game would have to be the Pokemon trading card game.
Oh my God!
It is-
Oh,
it is such-
that's a good
I know.
idea.
The one on
Like-
Game Boy Color on
oh.
Game Boy is so good.
Nintendo should give you their money. I mean,
I know, like I'm a genius. I think I really actually I wouldn't want to see it, and I think it would be actually really awful. But like a Garbage Pail Kids game,
oh my god,
I think it would be awful. Like it'd be like the worst video game made in the last 5 years. Well,
But just to say you owned it, it would be like,
what's your claim to fame? I made a Garbage Pail Kids game.
it would be like actually owning a copy of that ET video game, you know?
Yeah,
Right?
now they dug them all up.
Vanguard, turn-based RPG.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Card
that
Vanguard,
would be cool.
Magic the Gathering.
There are games.
There are
But
games.
there are
No,
card
but like
games.
a
Yeah, like
make
a-
it an adventure Legend of Zelda kind of style.
Oh,
Skyrim.
that would be sick. And like going through the different.
Dragon
Instead
Age.
of collecting cards, you're like a summoner, and you kill things, and they turn into cards, and you can summon them as like a make it like a turn-based game. Actually, it would work probably like Final Fantasy.
But what was it called? Back
Go
then?
fish!
Wait,
I don't know a new Digimon game.
Duel Masters.
Duel Masters. The show with the best dub ever.
Duel Masters.
Remember Duel Masters?
Yeah, remember it had the parody dub?
Wasn't that?
Duel Masters.
I don't know if I saw
Bowshock Dragon!
that. Fuck, I don't remember that one.
They actually did do a new anime of that.
Really?
So there was the original anime, which had Bowshock Dragon and like the parody dub. And then there's a new one out right now, which I've actually heard is quite a good show.
These are my brothers.
I can't remember for the life of me what the actual name of the show is right now, but I've heard it's quite good.
Interesting. Now, my gents, this was a lovely video.
Are we gonna wrap it up?
Sure.
I think it's probably a good time to wrap up. We got a lot of random shit in this video.
Hopefully you guys laughed at that. But yeah, it was a good talk. Thanks for coming on, David. We enjoyed your presence. You're
My
fun to talk
pleasure.
to. You're very knowledgeable in the anime department, and you're knowledgeable in everything else because you're a good guy.
Thank you.
Thanks for the input. Gordon.
I'm still pretty.
He's the prettiest.
Dr. Baby-stein, sorry for killing you.
Yeah, like
Is
actually.
he still baking?
No, I think
Still wet.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll have our Chronic coming because we're all done class and we're all more free now. So we're going to be doing Let's Plays. Hopefully some top 10s. I think top 10s would be lots of fun to do. And most importantly, stay tuned, subscribe, criticize, share, have fun.
Thanks for watching, Dan!
Why did you hail Hitler at the left?
I did. Woo! Heil Hitler!
I believe you mean Hydra.